Hi everyone, welcome to the fifth and final revision tips and methods session with me. This one's going ahead on the 9th of May in the new hall, in the main hall if you want to come along, and it's about the 24 hours that have your exam included. So it's the lead up to and the morning of. So it's quite a quick one today. So best advice for the night before an exam. First and foremost, and so important, to get a good night's sleep. Yeah, that's what you have to do. That means a reasonable night's sleep, not an early night if you're not that sort of person to have an early night, but a reasonable night's sleep. Yeah, not staying up, not doing loads and loads of revision, okay, until the early hours of the morning. So you have minimal sleep and then you're knackered when you go into your exam. Get a good night's sleep. Tip 2, spend a brief amount of time reviewing strategies and reviewing your revision that you've already created. A brief amount of time, yeah, half hour, 45 minutes before dinner, after dinner, whenever it suits you, but not 2-3 hours. Okay, it's going to make you tired the next day. It's going to overload your brain. So just half hour, 40 minutes is plenty of time. Do something relaxing if you can. Okay, so if that's watching a film, having a bath, going for a walk, whatever it may do, then do something relaxing just so that you're a bit more settled for the next day. Tip 4, set an early alarm. Even more important, why you have to have that good night's sleep or that reasonable night's sleep. Set an early alarm, earlier than normal, okay, because we'll go on to that in a minute. But you organise everything you need to bring on the day. Yeah, so uniform out, equipment out, if it's scientific calculator, if it's a ruler and a pencil, make sure it's all ready to go the night before. Good night's sleep, 30-40 minutes on revision. Do something for you that you find relaxing, early alarm, and get yourself organised. That's the night before. Now, the morning of, okay, the morning of is obviously setting an alarm. Yeah, now set multiple if you're one of those people that snooze all the time, and set it so you give yourself plenty of time to get to school. Yeah, the last thing you want, and I see it year after year, is running into the exam hall late. You're stressed, you're flustered, you think you've missed the exam, you think people are looking at you. Don't put yourself in that position. Get up early, get here early, and you'll feel so much more settled than you would do if you were pushed for time. Number 2, eat well. If you're not a breakfast person, try and have something, even a little something, a breakfast bar or a couple of biscuits. Try and get something inside your system, and obviously a drink of water or fluid of some sort. If you don't like water, have some squash so that you're hydrated. Number 3, if you want to, you go over your key terms. Again, you could do this via your flashcards. You could do this via your mind maps. You could do it as an audio on the way to school, whatever you want to do. So go over those if you want to, just as a little reminder, just to get your head in the right place. Number 4, and it links into the night before, is make sure you have everything ready with your stationery and your equipment. That's obviously including your bottle of water as well. If you want to take that in, if that helps you, then do so. And again, if you want to take in a chewing gum or a polo, then do so as well. Watch if you've got one, and obviously it's within the exam conditions, then have that with you as well. Hydrate, as we've said. Don't panic. Okay, don't panic before the exam. It's the last and the worst thing that you could do to yourself, is panic and think about all the things that you don't know. At that point, there's nothing more that you're going to be able to learn when you're 10 minutes before an exam that you don't already know. Yeah, so don't panic. Just get yourself in a zone where you're then focusing on what you've got to do ahead of you. You know that you've got the time, you know that you're as prepped as you can be, and you can go in there confident and hopefully successful in what you're about to do. And number 8 is don't swap notes. I know it's really tempting to see what someone else has got. Okay, don't worry. It's too late at that point. It's the morning of the exam. The exam's going to be within the hour, if not within the next few minutes. So don't get yourself into a state thinking, oh, I didn't know that, they didn't do this, I didn't do that. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's too late at that point. The most important thing is that your head is in the right place to complete that exam to the best of your ability. After the exam, my best advice would be, again, don't compare. It's really hard not to do that, but don't compare, because it's done now. You put that one behind you, you put those books away, and it's a lovely feeling when you've then finished that completely, and then you start prepping for the next one. Well done, guys. Good luck, you're gonna be great.